everybody to another podcast from Perspective of the Sexes. I apologize for the bad hair day for me, but been grinding, been working hard. Didn't get a chance to cut my hair. Y'all probably don't care anyway. How are you doing today? Good? Mm-hmm. Our drink for today is Stella Rosa. All right. Stella Rosa. Probably had it before. Stella Rosa.
It's Moscato. Everybody needs to know.
So you might be wondering why we're smiling like this. Why are we smiling? Why both of us smiling like that? Huh?
Who always smiling?
We ain't gonna start this shit again. Like, what the fuck is
It's a twist off top, so you should be good.
Still smiling, huh? So we smiling, right? Here we go with this shit. We smiling, right? I'm gonna tell y'all always smiling. Because of the topic that I wanted to have today that she don't want to have. And the topic is basically
Pour the liquor.
Hmm?
Pour the liquor.
This is liquor. This is considered liquor to you?
It's Asian juice. That's what it tastes like. Yeah, fill mine
That's
all
enough
the
for
way.
you?
Nope. Fill it all the way. Why you fill all yours all the way up?
I just want to make sure you got a big cup, so I just want to make sure we got enough for both of us to have some. You gotta remember your cup bigger than mine,
Okay.
right?
I drink all that.
So look, a conversation was started that she didn't want to take part. She Okay, I'm about to put this down, y'all.
That's good.
I'm about to put it down.
That's good.
So a conversation started when I got here about men, right? Basically about how we are pertaining to when it comes to relationships, when it comes to women. And this is not to all women, but for the women that blame men for things that happen to them in life, unless it's like if you're getting your ass beat by a man, that's different. Or if a dude stole something out your purse or account, that's different. But for women that's blaming the way they are in life on man, I'm totally against that, and I don't agree with it. And the conversation was started when I got here against man. So that's what I want the topic to be about. She don't want it to be about that, but I told her I want it to be about that. So I'm gonna leave it up to her if that's what we're gonna talk about or not. But I told her I'm gonna call you out on tape because I told you I was. That's what I want to talk about because I'm tired of these women trying to blame everything on man. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing direct that a man did to you, like if a woman is getting abused for years, okay, of course that's his fault. He abused her. Or if a man, you know, like I said, if he took your car and wrecked it, stuff like that. But for women that just blame everything on man, I'm totally against that. I don't think everything is a man's fault. You know, I feel like it all depends on the situation. But a lot of women that you would talk to a lot of these women that's miserable in life or something like that, and they blame it on a man. I don't believe it's things are a man fault. I think it's your fault as a woman. I don't think it's no man's fault. That's what I want the topic to be about. But we're gonna let her decide if that's what the topic gonna be about.
We could talk about it.
Talk about it? Okay. Well, let me start out by saying this. Cause I've been wanting to touch on this for the longest, and this might need to wait to the middle of the conversation, but I want to start on the conversation. For all you women out here that has a girlfriend, stop saying a man is the reason why you have a girlfriend. Nobody's going for that. I don't have nothing against girls that have girlfriends, personally. personally, I don't have anything against it. I actually like that. That's a whole nother subject. But for the women that do have girlfriends, stop saying you got a girl because man want shit. Your freaky ass wanted a woman because you a freak, not because a man did you wrong. Stop saying that, please. Now, if you got a toy in up under your bed or anything like that, and the reason why you got the toy is because you still want the pleasure of sex without having a man. I mean, without them dealing with the man shit. That's different. But stop saying that you're a lesbian because of man. I hate hearing women say that. I hate that. No matter. Let me ask you a question. Right?
Yeah, cause go ahead.
Well, let me just say it like this. So
okay, go ahead. Yeah, no, you.
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this.
Cause
I'll
protect them.
Let me just, huh? Yeah, let me just say this.
Okay.
Let me say this. Well, since you said it, is there any amount of pain a man can inflict on you? Anything he could do to you that's gonna make you go mess with a woman?
No. If I mess with a woman, it's because I want to.
Thank you. Is there anything he could do?
No.
If he beat you for 20 years?
No.
If he cheated on you 100 times?
No.
If anything he do is not gonna turn you to a lesbian, is it?
No.
So for y'all weak women that's saying that as an excuse. Now, I'm calling you weak if you're saying it as an excuse. I'm not calling you weak if you're doing it. Because, like I said, personally, I don't mind that. I'm for that. If you got that freaking nature in you, I'm for that. That's just me. But for the women that's saying,
that's all men.
Yeah, no, I know guys that's not into that. But I'm saying I am. But I'm saying for the women that's saying the reason why you got a woman is because man and shit. Then stop saying that.
When you say
what I'm saying?
You into that, what you mean?
Like I'm into it, like girl on girl. I like that.
Oh yeah,
No, all men. I know men that don't like it, but I'm only I wanted to say that because I've heard it so much, and I'm like, if you don't stop, and I'm gonna tell you the truth.
But I don't like it if women. But see, this is things This is I'm kind of like with you two, cause I can't stand the women that be with girls to make men mad, or you know what I'm saying, like what you just said. Like I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Like if you do, be real, say I do, but don't be like, oh, I love a man, but then you go get you some coochie, and that's
so
gross.
but you know what I think though. I don't think it'd be really to make a man mad. You know what I think it is? I think it's basically like I think it's a combination of two things. I think for one, they want to experience it because of the potential sexual pleasure of it. But I think the next thing be them thinking maybe being with a woman is different because she has the same emotions as me. So maybe we'll make it better than me and the man. That's what I think some of them do, which I've heard through numerous girls that have girlfriends that it's the same thing. I heard so many girls that have girlfriends say it's the same thing. That being with a girl, after a while, it's the same thing as being with a man. So I wanted to touch on that first. Stop saying that excuse that the reason why you're with a girl is because of a man. I don't care how much women dog me, cheat on me, scratch my neck up, scratch my back up in a bad way. Like, I don't care what a woman do to me. I'm not going to look at no nigga and be like, man, you know what? I should try that out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gay, but since these women been doing this, I've been kind of thinking a little bit, hell no. No, guess what? I'm going to keep on getting dogged, scratching the back, cheating on, car window busted out, you know what I'm saying, going to my account, taking money, you know what I'm saying, lying, going through my phone when I'm asleep, you know what I'm saying. I'm going to keep going through that all the way to the day I die. So stop using that excuse. That's weak. So I just want to touch on that. If any of y'all women out here got a comment about that, let me know in the comment section so we can get back at it. You know what I'm saying? With that, let me know. Let me know how you were a completely straight woman and a man did you so wrong that it made you mentally want to eat some cat or get ate. Tell me how that works. That's just like
that's in you. That's in you.
Yeah.
It's nothing about a man that if you a freak and you like eating cat and you like doing it in front of your man and y'all doing it together and all y'all you's a freak.
Any of that.
Just say that.
That's
you
what
a
it
freak
is.
and
No
be real about it. And don't act like you all.
Yeah.
No.
And let me say this. And I'm just gonna be real, right?
Yes.
Like this is another thing too. Like I said, I'm not against it, But for you weak women that uses that as an excuse, I'm laughing at y'all when y'all girlfriend dog y'all just like a nigga do and lie to y'all just like a woman do, a nigga do, and bust the windows out and everything a man do. When that woman that you ran to try to get away from a man says that was your excuse, I'm laughing when they dog y'all and y'all feel the same type of emotions. You right? So it's evil, it's bad, it's sad. I don't care. That's how I feel about it. Right. So we done with that. I just wanted to get that out. Like if y'all got something to say, send it in. We can get back on it. Okay. Now. So you are on the side of thinking that men ain't shit, right? Some of these men ain't shit, right?
Yeah.
And that some of the reasons why y'all women are the way y'all are is because of men, right? Give me an example of a situation that happens in life that makes a woman be a certain way and that she can continue to blame it on men.
I don't know necessarily blame it on men, but I'm saying like, have you ever seen the movie? In the movie,
I don't want to talk about no movie.
wow, we can't talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me give
Go
you an
ahead.
example.
Okay, example. Go ahead.
On the movie,
Okay, go ahead.
this lady,
Okay.
she was with the man for a long time, took care of him, helped him get his business going, doing all this right. Once he got his business going, right? Once he got his business together, he left her for a younger version, put her out the house, right? So then he got shot, and I think that's how I remember the movie. And she took him back in and took care of him while he was shot. But in the meantime, while he did that, she was beating his ass. Okay? And my thing is that she was good. She was right for doing that because I feel like he took advantage. He knew what he was doing. He plotted. He knew what he was doing. He plotted, scheming, so he deserved to get his ass beat. So when men do certain things to trigger women, and when they get their windows bust out, right, their cars scratched up, I don't say it's right. I'm just saying I can understand it. Because men do stuff to make women trigger. And then when they trigger, men are quick to say women is crazy. But I feel like it's certain components that men put into women. I'm not blaming the man. I'm saying certain components that men put into a woman to make them act the way they do. That's all
Okay,
I'm saying.
so let me say this.
Not all women. I'm saying. It's
okay, well, let's get on the women that does. We're gonna get on the women that do that, right? Like I said, I mean, it's good women out here just like it's good men out here. So if you watching this and this conversation don't pertain to you as a woman, you ain't got to feel offended. You know what I'm saying? But if it do, then feel offended and leave a message. You know what I mean? Leave a comment. So basically, this is what I'm saying. So in a movie, right, where they married, they were married. So after he got on his feet, basically, and got his business, career, and everything going, he left her alone, dropped her, right? And he moved on in life, right? So you said once he got shot, his ex took him back, basically?
Yeah.
And took care of him, but in the process was beating him up and stuff
Beating
like that, right?
his ass, yeah, she was.
Okay, so
He couldn't feel nothing. He couldn't walk. So she left him in the bathtub for a couple days. Stuff like that.
So basically, this is my thing about that, since we're talking about that. Okay. So that was her husband. Right? That wasn't her son.
No, that was her husband.
That wasn't her son that ran away from home and she got him back and whooped him, right? That wasn't a dog that ran away. She had to go get him whooped, right?
No.
It was a whole nother grown person that got their own mind, own emotions, own decisions, desires, and all that, right?
Yeah.
So how was she right for doing that?
Because he plotted. He was being phony.
I'm saying, okay, cool.
So it's gonna be some type of retaliation.
Okay.
That's like if you're in a gang and somebody shoot up your gang, you gonna retaliate.
So basically, since he decided, so why she didn't just?
Why he just
let me ask you this.
come
Why you
out
ask
and
me this?
say
No,
that?
let me ask you this. Why she didn't, when he left and got shot, why she didn't just leave his shot ass where he was and still proceed with her life? Why did she bring him back into her home?
Because she was a Christian and she felt like since they were still married, right? Since they were still married, that she was gonna take care of him and help him get better.
Right. So I'm glad Tyler Perry put that in the movie because that shows how fucked up the thinking of women like that are. Because first of all, how you gonna be a Christian, and then you bringing him back, but you're abusing him in the process. You're inflicting pain and stuff like that.
You felt like he abused her.
Right. So do you want me to get biblical with it or not? We ain't gonna get that deep with it because
I don't know the Bible like
right,
that.
But I'm saying God.
I'm
saying God say vengeance is mine, which means let him deal with getting revenge against somebody.
She did.
Right. So I'm just saying we ain't gonna go that deep with it, but I'm just saying I can go there with you. So no, she was not right for doing that. Because if you're going to take him back in the house just to be abusing him
no,
and something
actually
like that.
it was their house, but when he put her out the house. When she went back, it was still his house. She still took
So she went back in with him?
Yes.
And started beating him and all that stuff?
Yeah, she wasn't beating him. She was just throwing, sleeping him in the bathtub, not, not maybe feeding him when he's supposed to eat.
So, okay, so I can touch on that, which, even though I'm about to touch on it, that's not really the depth of what we about to get in the conversation. But I'll touch on that little story. So, it was her job, if she's going to go back, to forgive him for what he did, right? And to move on with trying to be in a relationship with him and trying to restart the relationship. Or it was her option to be like, I realized I seen the true side of you, and I'm not going to deal with you no more. That was her two options, right? But she had a third option, which she did, which to inflict pain on him. You know what I mean? And even though it's just a movie, I can see that probably happening in real life. You know what I'm saying? But that's not right.
That ain't right. But
right. That's what the
it's
whole
understanding, though. You can understand it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. The exact same situation, if a man did that, it'll be understanding.
Men do that.
No, answer the question. If the woman won the Mega Millions or something, right? Went and found her the little nigga she been wanting, left her husband alone, dipped, and then the nigga that she got with took everything from her, got her robbed or some crazy shit, right? And she was injured and all that. And then the husband came back in, and he was doing the same thing, beating the fuck out of her, but he was helping her.
He wasn't beating her.
No, hold on. I'm just
like
asking you.
That.
Well, say if he was beating, it's not no level. It's either bad or good. If he was beating her, choking her, whatever, right? And what that would have been good. It would have been understandable and all that the man did.
It would be understandable if she did certain stuff. Yes, it would be understandable.
And that's what's wrong now with y'all women, because I'm gonna tell you why that's so crazy what you just did. Because for one, you know that's not real. You know damn well that's not real. Look, let me tell you what you did. You brought up. All right, let's just stop saying this movie. You brought up a situation that happened that you tried to make the woman look. You tried to make her justify for her actions, right? But you know good and well if a man did that, you know good and well if that story came out, it would have been all type of flack behind that. Because y'all get certain chances that man don't get, or certain passes that man won't get. They look at it like, well, a man is strength, you know what I'm saying? He's power, you know what I'm saying? So it's all right if a woman beats on him or hit him. He a man, he can handle it. But if a man did the same thing to a woman, it'd be such a disgrace, so bad. Anything y'all be saying, why would he even go back to her if he was gonna do that? And he's so wrong, and it'd get flipped on him. The whole story would get flipped on him. And you know I'm telling the truth.
You could be right.
No, you know I am right.
Oh, okay.
So my thing is, why is it all right to meet a woman that's better and her to blame her situation on a man? How's that all right? When the last time I checked, now don't get me wrong, I've been in relationships before, you know what I'm saying? So I know where it entails, what comes with it. You know what I mean? The women are just as bad as men out here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no level. This whole misconception for years that the man are the bad guy and women are so good, that shit is dead. I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't know no better, like when we young and maybe. But now, man, these women is just as much as dogs, just as sneaky, just as bad as these men out here. I know men that actually tried and was faithful to women and gave their all, and women messed over them. You know what I'm saying? I can start with stories now that I'm not gonna start with. You know what I'm saying? Because of the platform we on. You know what I'm saying? And I learned as I got older through my 20s and 30s, like, man, y'all just as bad as us. I'm not saying y'all worse. I'm saying men and women just bad. But my pain, or I'm not gonna say pain, but my energy behind this podcast is to stand up for the man, to let y'all women know y'all just as bad as we are. We are not no worse than y'all. So when a guy meets a woman and she has an attitude towards life or miserable towards life or any situation and she blames it on a man, and I know people like that, you know what I'm saying? But when that happens, my energy behind it is, you can't blame your personal situation on a man unless it's something directly that he directly did. If he stole all your money out your account, which caused you to go bankrupt, which caused you to be in the shelter, that's something he did directly to you. Or you ain't have a car because he took it and got it impounded, right? But your situation, you being angry, you being upset, you being miserable and all that. If you with a man and he's cheating on you, you found out, and he's going out here and he's doing all type of shit, and you miserable, guess what? Why are you still with him? Why are you still with him? The first time you found out this nigga wasn't no good, you should have let him go and moved on with your life.
The same reason why men stay with women when they cheat and they know they cheat. Why do they stay?
Right, but the complaint in the conversation is about women saying they're miserable. I would openly admit that a man can't blame being miserable or hurt or nothing on a woman or his situation. But y'all women won't. A man can admit that. But y'all women won't. Y'all women won't. I mean, let's say this. Okay, man say it's faithful man, right? Out here, right?
Where you at?
Right, it's a lot of them. Where the faithful women at?
Where y'all at?
No, where the faithful women at? Where are the faithful women at?
www.getfaithful.com.
No, where are the faithful women at? That's the question today.
No, that's where.
Because now it started to change to where it's more faithful men than women out here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this. So, like, now let's be realistic. You are going to have some type of consequence behind being in a bad situation, men and women. You're gonna have some type of, depression or anger subconsciously with going through a bad relationship. But if you're a faithful person at heart, you're going to be faithful at heart. There's so many women out here that claims they cheated on a man because he was cheating on her, she wasn't doing him right. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because if you're a faithful woman, before you cheat back on him, you're going to leave him alone and go get another man. You're not going to cheat on him and lie about it, and then when you get caught, turn around and say, well, you was cheating on me or you was dogging me, that's why I cheated on you. Can't nobody make you can't nobody make you change who you are in your soul or how loyal or faithful you is because they doing something bad to you. Because guess what? It's the same thing we just said. If a nigga could be so bad to you and it make you change not liking women. You're not attracted to titties or ass. You're not attracted to a woman's, So a man can make you that mad to where you start being attracted to that and wanting to taste it? No. It's the same thing. What's in you is in you. So for these loyal women out here that is faithful, guess what they do? They leave the man. They don't stay with the man and cheat on him and then when they get caught, blame it on him. They leave the man alone. And yeah, the faithful women out here that's really faithful to their soul, before they cheat on him, they're gonna leave the man alone.
What's cheating? Like, what's your definition of cheating?
When you purposely manipulate somebody to think that something's not happening that is happening, and you're supposedly in a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody, versions of cheating is different. You know what I'm saying? If you find somebody's phone number in the phone, some people might say that's cheating. Some people might it's not cheating.
Well, it depends on what understanding you have with your mate. Like it's some situation out here where men are talking to other women and the woman knows it, and she stays and deals with it. So as long as she knows that, that's not cheating. Because if and this could be the same thing with a man that know his girl out here talking. Some relationships get to that point to where they still try to make it work, but they start dating other people. And that's not cheating then. Because look, I don't have to tell you everything. You don't have to tell me everything. If we're in a relationship and it's understood that we're going to date other people, that don't mean I got to come to you every second when I meet somebody and tell you and share their number. That just means you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to report to you like it's at work or like it's a PO or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as you know that it's understood that I'm dating other women, I'm dating. And it's not no cheat behind that. But if I got her, you the only one, ain't no other woman out here, ain't nobody else, such and such like that, and then turn around and you find out it is somebody, that to me, that's my definition of cheating. And the same thing vice versa, with women that do that to men. So I want you to touch on the conversation. Because, this is the time to let it out. I still want to know, I want you to tell me a situation that I will agree with that a woman can blame on a man outside of direct situations, like the examples I use.
Well, all I can say is that What's that called again?
Rosetta.
Stella.
Yeah.
It's kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
That Stella kind of good. So I think that it's not so much. I think women, and not all women. I want to make sure I say this correctly, but I think that at times women are pawns. And what's messed up about the whole relationship thing, everything that's going, it's all just one big game. It's like who could play it better.
What you mean by women are pawns?
Like women are pawns. Like for men at times, I feel like sometimes women are pawns. I'm sorry.
You don't get the hell out of here.
Women are pawns. I think that like some men, you know how some men prey on certain women. I think that's so true. I think that's wrong.
But women do the same thing to men. Women prey on men. You know how many women out here? You know how many gold diggers out here, right? That's a form of preying on men. You know how many women out here want somebody that can just have sex, in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? That's preying on men. When she know good and well, she meet a woman. She meet a man. He married. She know he married. I'm speaking on situations I've actually been around and experienced. You meet a man, you know he married, you still get his number. What the fuck are you doing? And then you get his number, and then your whole goal is to see how much you can get him to cheat on his wife because it feeds your self-esteem. Women, that's preying on a man. Don't get me started with pawns and stuff. These women claim they want a good man out here. When they get one that pays their bills, man, I ain't know shit that I ain't just talking. Out of my 39 years on this earth, I've seen y'all for real. That's why I want to do this podcast. Y'all about to stop acting like man the enemy, or we the bad guys. Because it's women out here to say she want a good man, right? Okay, this nigga open doors. This nigga pay for the phone bill, pay for the car bill, pay for the cable, pay for the DT. This nigga do everything you want to do in the bedroom, being a perfect guy. And then you still miserable, still upset about something. And I'm talking about situations I know. I'm not talking about nothing personal. I'm saying other situations I know. Like what? And then there's women that don't have that guy, and then they claim they upset that he's not that guy. They claim they're upset that he's not that guy. Why you can't be more like this? Confused. You know what? It's not even confused. It's just the point of some of y'all women are so torn emotionally and mentally and subconsciously, so disturbed that that shit won't be right unless it's wrong.
How you think the women get like that? I'm asking you.
You said, how do I feel women get like that?
Yeah.
I feel like women get like that through personal situations that they experience.
What type of person? Give me an example.
Maybe when they're a kid. Maybe they have daddy issues. Maybe when they're a kid, the pain that their dad inflicts on their mom, and they see and experience that pain, gives them a certain mentality towards man. Or maybe the energy that their mom has towards man or towards their dad, I think they soak that in and they have that same energy towards man. So if their mom or dad, if their mom didn't have a good, or maybe their dad, maybe the little girl dad wasn't a good man, or maybe the little girl dad did things to their mama and they seen and experienced it, right? And I think that soak in, and I think at that young age, a seed is planted that grows, and by the time they get old enough to start dating, it's already a preconceived concept they have subconsciously about man and emotionally that's hard to tear through. And then I think some women probably go through other things, other things, maybe going through, stuff happening with man, rape or something, but getting raped or molested by man, and with that has something that grows on them, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? With all that being said, that's still not an excuse for a woman to be that same way. Because it's women that go through that and come out great and have great lives and have great husbands that last on, that last for a long time.
I think that those women that you talk about, they just pick bad men sometimes. They just pick.
I don't think it's about bad men.
Yeah, I think it is.
Cause look, what do a woman have to bring to the table?
I think it is because, like I said, some men, it's men out here that prey on women that they know have low self-esteem.
That sounds dumb.
That sounds
How
dumb.
a nigga gonna know that by just looking at a woman?
What?
Let me just tell you this. Let me just tell you this.
You don't think that's true?
Let me just tell you this. A man don't sit up out here and say, "Let me find a woman that got low self-esteem so I can fuck her."
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, what
I'm
did you mean? You
saying
said pray?
Pray.
Like
I
what?
mean, they have people that they deal with that they know is a certain way, and they can do with them what they.
No, that's not how men do. Men don't care what way you are. A man that's out here trying to get a woman or get sex, he goes off of what he's attracted to. If that's the case, men will be talking to women that they don't even not nowhere near attracted to. They will be having full relationships with them. You know what I'm saying? I think a man, the way a man operates is, we see a woman we're attracted to, we talk to her. Our plan, especially when we're young, our plan is to try to have sex with them, right? And that's and everything starts from there. I don't think a man go out here and say, "Oh, she got low self-esteem. Let me go holler at her." She might be a little bit. No, man don't prey on women like that. It just wind up being that the women that are chosen by the man, the ones that do have self-esteem issues, because it's women that don't have self-esteem issues that go through bad relationships with men, or go through bad situations with men. But most of the time, them be the women that get the hell on. Most of the time, them be the women that once the man cheated, they be like, "I'm good," and the women that love themselves the most and that they respect themselves the most. You know what I'm saying? Now it's different situations because love is a strong emotion. That's a strong emotion. Being in love is a strong emotion that's hard to handle, to deal with. Just leaving somebody alone. That is love is the strongest emotion. Love and lust, right? They're like twins. They both strong emotions, right? But so with that being considered, you probably will have situations where even though a woman does have high self-esteem and love herself, it's still hard for her to just leave a man alone. But outside of that, on the average, a woman that loves herself and has very high self-esteem, most of the time, she has the power to be done with somebody that's not going to respect her or treat her like she wants to be treated. These women that keep dealing with these men that's abusing them, lying to them, doing that, what's keeping you, what's keeping you with this dude? If it's love, how do you love being treated like that? Because, and that's how I'm proving my point, because if a person loves somebody, causes them can't leave this person alone, right? Okay, you love them, their emotions, what they bring. If it's sex, that's not love, that's lust. So if you're in love with a man's sex, you're in love with the lust of that man, right? So if you are, then of course, that's going to keep you with him because you're thinking about the sexual side of it. But if you're really in love with a man, really in love with him, once you see the real him, that he ain't shit, all this time he lied to you, all this time he been manipulative, all this time, that love gonna go. Because you're gonna be looking like, this is you for real? And then after a while, I ain't saying the same day you find out I'm done. I ain't saying that. But I'm saying, after a while, you're gonna be like, this ain't, because how can you love something that if you find out that's not what it really is? How can you, unless you're in love with feeling like that. You're in love with, that's how we started the conversation. Some of these women are so disturbed mentally and emotionally and so torn that they are in love with having problems to deal with because they mind and their emotions don't know nothing better. So if you with a nigga and everything going smooth, everything going good, you're not familiar with that. Mentally, emotionally, you're not familiar with that. That's why these women cause unnecessary problems. And a man be like, what? Everything good. Why you find this stuff to argue about? Because you're emotionally and mentally and subconsciously, you have to feel normal. And the only way you can feel normal is to feed yourself mentally and emotionally with bull crap, with arguing, with maybe violence if you're the type of like that. And that's what it really is. So you can't blame that on no man.
I think that sometimes monsters can be created. I think that men can feed things into a woman to make them act a certain way. Now, when a man Okay. Men are very manipulative, right? That ain't the Moscato talking either. Men are so manipulative.
Okay, before I let you proceed.
Women are too.
Okay,
Women are
okay,
too.
go. Okay, long as you say that. Okay, go.
Women are too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We got some manipulative bones in our body.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we keep the men's around, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that if it was the 80, let's see, maybe 80-20.
80-20 what?
Maybe 60-40.
60-40 what?
With the manipulative stuff.
You who got the 80?
You know who got the 80?
No, yeah, the women. Man, you crazy. You crazy if you about to. You crazy if you about to.
We more manipulative than y'all?
Yes, what? Yes. What? You know it. That's why you laughing.
Not me.
Maybe not you.
I'm an angel.
And like I said, it's good women out here. It's good women out here and it's good men out here, but I think on the scale of things, I think yes, women are more manipulative than men. Now I'm not saying it's 80-20, but I would give it maybe 60-40. But yes, the women has a man be like y'all be doing stuff. Y'all would do something and a man don't have no clue. Most of the time, a man doing stuff, y'all on it. Y'all on it. Most of the time, y'all be knowing stuff and hiding it, keeping it, don't reveal it for a while, or be knowing stuff for a while. But every once in a while, you'll find a man that's on that. But when y'all do stuff, y'all be so sneaky, manipulative. A man be clueless. Clueless. Yes, y'all got us beat, yes. And I see so many fools out here. I just don't even be saying nothing. Some of my friends, and we'll get to talking about their relationship or something like that. And I be knowing what I'm thinking, but a lot of these guys that's in love don't know no better. They just, that's one thing about man. We dumb when we in love. Y'all women still be smart. Y'all be in love, but y'all still be smart and catching stuff.
I agree with that.
Us men, when we in love,
I agree
when
with that.
we love a woman, we just blinded
It's
to
stupid.
yeah, it's blinded to stuff. Yeah, blinded to stuff that be right in our face. I asked a dude, some of my friends, and of course I ain't gonna name no names, but if they watching this, they probably figure I'm talking about them. But I got a lot of friends, but they have a girl, they tell me some stuff going on with them, and I ask a question just to see what they had. Okay, my girl, she just keep leaving, and going over her sister's house all the time. Coming home arguing, come on there, and we ain't had sex in this long. Keep leaving, and I keep hearing it. So I just asked the question. Y'all ain't had sex in how long? It's been a minute, blah blah, long time, right? And but she constantly going. So I just asked her, just to see. You think she messing with somebody over there? You think she talking to somebody else? No, I don't think that. I don't think she's talking about. I'm just saying with us like that. And when I hear that, the old me used to give my opinion. The older me now, you know what I'm saying? The young me used to give my opinion. But the older me now, I just don't even say nothing. But one thing that I always believed in is pay attention to the signs when something come up. 100%. Don't just. It's like when you're building something. When you build something, you need every aspect of whatever it takes to build that thing. If you in your relationship and you going through certain things, to y'all women, y'all man all of a sudden, y'all not having sex no more all of a sudden. He's going out the house all of a sudden. Especially if your man is a sex addict. If your man is a sex addict and you know it, and all of a sudden he's gone all the time and then he want to hang out, like, and it's the difference between 1 or 2 times. But if the whole thing changed, his whole schedule changed, all of a sudden he's never want to be at home, always out with his boys. But when he out, you can't get in touch with him. He always got an excuse. This happens consistently. How do a sex addict turn to a nigga that don't have sex no more? That don't exist. If you ain't had sex with your man 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and a nigga a sex addict, all of a sudden he don't want to have sex no more. His excuse, I be tired, baby. I be working. That shit don't exist. So I'm gonna say the same thing to these niggas. So when I ask my friends that, you know how freaky your girl is, how much she like, and that she constantly all the time you catch her online looking at niggas' bodies, or if she got that type of demeanor and energy about her, she a very sexual person, and all of a sudden y'all not having sex no more. 2-3 weeks go past, and she's gone all the time. Some of these people be like, "Oh, that don't mean nothing." Keep thinking that don't mean nothing until y'all find out what it means. So, yeah, so that's just my thing, and let me just say this: I'm not just anti-woman. Like, my whole thing is, men and women are both cheaters, manipulators, all that. My whole energy behind this is to let these women know, stop acting like it's just a man. That's my whole energy behind this whole podcast. Stop, because leave all the comments y'all want. I will attack each one. I will do a show about each one. Each comment, you can leave your name if you want to, and what you said. You want me to, I read it before I start the episode. I will read your name and tell your comment, and then comment on it. If you don't want me to read your name and just read your comment, I will. If somebody got something to say, or one of y'all women got something to say, or even man, let me know. I'm ready for somebody to come back, because I know what I'm talking about. So that's my whole thing. I'm just saying behind this, it's not these women gonna stop saying they gay because of a man. And women do you so much better. Yes, she have the first couple of weeks until you meet the real side, just like a man you first meet him. But yeah, so basically, like I said, I asked my boy, I say, do you think she out here talking to you? Well, I don't think she doing that. I'm just saying, now do it mean she cheating? No, it don't. But I've learned through life, believe in your own, believe in you before you believe in a mirror. Like I learned to stop thinking. People got a habit of just, okay, I'm not gonna think the worst. No, think the worst. Think the worst. That makes more sense to not think the worst, because we dealing with these human beings is not shit out here. Think the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, I said what you said.
No, I'm like, you're right.
No, you said
human beings, that ain't shit.
Yeah, you bet you was about to say something else.
No, I was just gonna say that.
Oh, yeah.
Why you ain't drinking your soda?
So like I was saying, yeah, if you start having a sit, and just because you think the worst, that don't mean it's right. But I'm saying, basically, you pay attention to the signs.
I'm gonna be honest. This is my honest take on this whole situation. When I say men ain't shit, I'm not talking about all men, right? There are men out there, because I know, and I've seen couples that have made it and been okay, right? So of course it's men out there that's okay, that's good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in the time that we living in right now, try to find you a good one. Now, what's your definition of a good man?
I also want to say something else.
What's your definition of a good man?
I wouldn't know. I know what I mean.
I just asked you, what's your definition?
No, I'm saying. No, I want to say this first before you say that, because I thought about this too. Also, because I'm letting it all out the bag.
I want to
for y'all women that keep acting like y'all meet a man and y'all have, listen, when y'all meet a man and y'all have sex with him one time, 2 times, maybe a week, maybe a month, 2 months, and then he leave y'all, stop being mad at him and stop acting like he did you wrong. If he didn't grab you and rape you every time he had sex with you, you lay down willingly and open your legs, and you did whatever you did, stop being mad when it's over. Stop acting like he did you so wrong. You know why? Because you wanted the sex just as bad as he did. Point blank and period. These women, y'all women act like y'all act like when y'all have sex with men, y'all don't get nothing out of it. Y'all act like this is how y'all act. This is how y'all women act. And this has been back since, even late teens stuff. This is what women do. They have sex with a man, and then say they got in a conversation with him a week or 2 later. They'll be like, oh, so that's all you wanted? You just wanted, they'll say this. I let you have sex with me, and then you turn around and do this, or they say something like that. But my thing is, you wanted it too. You wanted it just as bad as he wanted it. So stop acting like, as a woman, that he got something out of it, and he wanted it, and you just basically gave him yourself, but you didn't get no pleasure out of it. You was horny too. You wanted to sleep with him too. Y'all both mutually agreed, if he didn't rape you, to do it. So take it like a woman when he leave you alone. Just like it happened to man too, man. That happened to man. Women mess with man, and then the woman just move on. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
but the man deal with it different. The man just be sad like, damn, the dick must have been weak, or that something like that. Or well, I guess because I can't quit. But women get on this whole thing, niggas ain't shit. All he wanted was the pussy. Well, you should look in the mirror and smack yourself, because you shouldn't have gave it to him.
You should know it. I don't know. Maybe that's an age thing, because most women, I don't know, maybe my age, we already know what we want. Like, if we want just sex, then we know we just want sex. We're not expecting nothing else. Maybe that's the young people.
No, I think it's older women too.
Really?
Yes.
No, if I'm freaking you, how you are?
No, I'm saying afterwards though, that try to blame it on the man, or try to be mad at the man for that. You You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about here.
I got mine. You got yours?
Yeah.
Okay, be happy.
No, but that's you though.
Oh.
But we talking about the women. We talking about the women that have sex with men that after a while, because I can call this shit out. You already know. But women be so happy when they meet a nigga. They be so, I got this, all this stuff, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But let me be quiet on that one. But like I said, like that's cool. But be prepared to know for one that it might just be about sex. But women know that though. They know that. When you meet a guy, no woman has a guarantee when she meet a guy, no matter how good he seems, that this is the one. She knows the potential for her to have sex with him a couple of times, and then for him to dip. That you have to, especially if you're an older woman. You know what I'm saying? If you're 17 or something and you have started sex, that's different. But if you're an older woman, when you get older and you've been through relationships, you know the game already. You know it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Stop doing. It's kind of like this. Back in the day, they said the slaves used to have sex with the women, right? Mm-hmm. And they say that when they got caught, the white woman or the woman, whatever, would act like that it was all the man. You know what I'm saying? She would act so hurt and all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But she got what the hell she wanted. She wanted she wanted a black man. She wanted to see how it was. She got some. Wanted to keep getting it. It's the same thing with these women. They meet a man, sex is on their mind too. They know when they meet a man, they see him. Especially when you're older, you've been through, you see a man, the first thing a woman knows is if she want to have sex with that man. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And she know if she's going to have sex with that man. But then she start playing a little role. Mm-hmm. Like, I hate hearing the conversations. It's something about you that's different. The other guys, but for me, I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of women acting like that, playing a role when they meet a man, like they not thinking about sex or don't want to have sex. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of that. So when y'all start having sex, just be prepared to know that you might just be another option, another fucking caboose on the train. That if you're willing to be ready to deal with that, then jump on the ride. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So the question you asked me was, what's a good man, in my opinion?
Yeah, like what's your definition?
In my opinion, a good man is one that's going to be completely straightforward with a woman when you meet her about everything and gives her the option to deal with or not whatever he's bringing to the table. So if a man meet a woman and say, right now, I'm currently dating, or right now, I do have another friend I'm talking to. He tell you about her. He tell you he's currently dating and all that. And you still willing to jump in that situation. Just be prepared. Don't think your sex is so good, you're going to jump in. After about a week or two, you're going to make him leave her alone because you're fooling yourself. If you're the type of woman that's going to still take on that task and that's nothing. Y'all love stupid challenges. Women love stupid challenges. Y'all do stupid challenges. My challenge is to meet a married man and to see how far away I can get him to get away from that man. That's stupid. If he married, leave him alone and go on down the road. Why would you want that to be a challenge? He already taken. You want to jump in that situation. That's stupid.
That's stupid. I'm not with the marriage.
Yeah, and then that's an actual task. And I've known situations where women got upset because they wanted the nigga to choose between them and the husband. Why would you jump in that situation anyway? Or got upset when every time she called him or something, he can't answer because you his wife, or don't want to spend time with her because she got to be with the wife. Then she started getting upset about that. Why your dumb ass jump in that shit anyway? But
that's just wrong.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, women like silly challenges. So if you meet a man and he's telling you he's not settled down, he got another friend, and that he's openly dating right now, and you know good and well your goal is to get him to be yours. Be prepared if you jump in that situation to lose the battle if you got to. Don't start waiting till shit not going your way, and then you want to start badgering this nigga, calling his phone, coming past his house, doing shit to his car. Why you jump in the situation in the first place? And men do it too. But I'm speaking from the man's side right now. Stop doing that. Because you want to say a man not shit, why your dumb ass jump in the situation? You knew he had a motherfucking woman or a girl anyway when you start dealing with him. So why you jump in the situation? Why you ain't keep rolling down the street if you knew you was gonna start losing the battle? And then when you lost, you want to start interfering in his life and expose him. To these women that meet a guy and he got a wife and you know it. Or he got a main girl, you know it. And then after a while, you thought your sex was going to be so good or your whole swag that you was going to turn him into liking you. And then when the shit don't go your way, you want to go try to expose him, go to his house. You want to do it. Why are you doing that? Because you lose and now you want to hate and mess up what he got. You should have stayed gone or stayed away from him or left him alone when you find out he had a girl. So, but back to the question. When a man meet a woman, he tell her everything that he got on his plate, his table. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the sign of a good man. You know what I'm saying? You can't think, a woman can't think she gonna be the man knowing that he got all this going on. And what determines if he is a good man is how he treat her. Right? No, the good man part came when he was honest with you or how he is. So him not opening the door for you, him not doing this for you or saying it, if you met him and knew he wasn't that type of guy, because he don't do it for you, don't mean he's not a good man. The good man, the guy that's not a good man is the one that meets you, manipulates you, and lies to you. And even if it's financially or if it's like relationship-wise. If he lied to you, say he got 2 jobs, making all this money, got a car, house, and all that, and that he manipulates you, he'll wine and dine you and all that stuff. And then when you get with him, he don't do that. That's a bad man. You know what I'm saying? Or another sign of a bad man, if you meet a man, and you know I'm not saying it because it's some man that struggle to get on their feet. It's some men that have bad takes. It's some, I wasn't always, I wasn't always blessed like I am now, like how God has blessed me. So it was times where I didn't have. But I'm saying, if you meet a man and you always paying for the dinner when y'all go out, or you putting gas in his car, or that's not a good man. Sorry to say it. Fellas, if you that type of nigga that's getting that done for you, don't be mad at me, because I was in your shoes at one point. You know what I'm saying? But that's not a good man when a woman is taking care of you. It's not supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even believe in a couple that a man stays at home while the wife goes to work. I just don't believe in it. Some people do. We married, the wife successful, she going out while the man stay home and babysit, watch the kid. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't believe if the man, broke his foot or certain situations. But if he just a stay-at-home dad, chilling, you know what I'm saying, watching TV, taking care of the kids and all that, and cleaning all that, and the woman's going out working, busting her ass. If that's how y'all relationship set up, don't let me say shit to deter y'all, because y'all have the right to have y'all relationship how y'all want it. It's y'all relationship. Me personally, just my opinion, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So that's another sign of a bad man, is if the woman is doing all the heavy lifting, and the man is not doing, his part, his side. Another trait of a good man, which I should have said this first, because this is me all the way. A good man is a man that put his kids before anything. Now, I'm not saying before your wife, because we know what is in the Bible. If you have a wife, she's supposed to come first before anything, right? But I'm saying, if you're a single man or if you just out here dating, should no woman come before your kids. And anybody that know me personally know I'm not just speaking on she know it. Any woman that knows me that's watching this, any of my friends, know I'm not just talking. Because I spend all the time with my kids. My kids is everything to me. My kids know that's true. So it ain't no lying in my system. So you know what I'm saying? So that's a good man. If you have kids, your kids should be where the most of your money go. Outside of your business or whatever you got to spend your money on. Your attention should go towards your kids more than some little girl, some side chick you messing with, or some girl that come over or whatever. Your kids should be the main thing. If you're a man that's not married, your kids should be the main priority in your life. Most of the things you do should be for your kids. It shouldn't be for no woman you could get. You shouldn't be out here busting your butt trying to buy Cardis, buy whatever you're trying to do. It shouldn't be for no woman. It should be for your kids if you got kids, and especially if you're not with the mom still, or y'all not living together. It's everything in your power to make sure you uplift those kids from your side of their mom and dad, from your side of it. That's another thing. That's the main number one thing that makes a good man, in my opinion. Especially if you have daughters. We speaking on the subject of good man. We speaking on the subject of is it who fault is the man or woman or whatever the subject is. But especially if you got daughters. If you got daughters, man, dog, what? Anybody that got my Facebook, go. Even though I don't hardly post nothing on Facebook ever, but if you go on there and look at the little posts I got posts with my daughter on there. We went to go get her. She went to go get her feet done. I got my feet done with her. You know what I'm saying? Took her downstairs, got downtown. I post stuff like that, like spending time with family and stuff like that. That like so that's a good man to me, and everybody know how much time I spend with my son and his goals and stuff. So that's a good man to me is when your priorities revolve around your kids, or when you're dealing with a woman, you be straightforward to her. And if you do have yourself together, you know what I'm saying, being the type that can pay for dinners and all that, which I don't think you should have to pay for every meal. I think it should be, split. But that's the traits of a good man to me. And in the bedroom, I don't know, this is for self, but you should go out of the way to please your woman in the bedroom if that's your woman. I think you should go out your way to please her, because as a man, a good man should realize that sexuality is a very important part of a relationship. It's not everything, but it's a very important part, because that's what separates being intimate with somebody from just being in love with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can be in love with somebody all day, but when the intimacy comes in, that's when the bond gets way stronger. So that's the traits of a good man to me. Can we get on the woman?
Well, what about the woman?
Because you keep saying that, and we went through that. You know what I'm saying? Can we get on? Yeah, I just thought, okay, in your opinion, what's a good woman?
In my opinion, a good woman is a woman that is, number one, transparent, right? Mm-hmm. And when I say transparent, I mean if they got stuff going on or they had things going on, I think it's very be open and honest about it. Mm-hmm. Give that man the opportunity to say, do I want to deal with this or do I not want to deal with that? Mm-hmm. So I think that's a trait of a good woman, right? I think a good woman is one that take care of the home, the mm-hmm. family, right? Mm-hmm. I think a trait of a good woman is someone who is independent, mm-hmm. right? Goal focused, right? Mm-hmm. I think a trait of a good woman is someone that is going to be honest with their mate. Now, there are times when women, we tell little white lies, right? Mm-hmm. But sometimes it might be to protect the family, right? So that's a trait of a good woman, right? Mm-hmm. A woman that take care of her kids. I think that's because for me, honestly, I would never deal with a dude that don't take care of his kids. Like that's a big thing for me. Like, so I also think that a woman should break her back when her children are young to make sure to take care of them to the best of her ability. I don't care what you gotta do. Like homeless, whatever it takes, it should be done. Period, point blank. And that's what, actually, I'm with you on that. That should probably be the first and foremost thing. I think a good trait of a good woman is satisfying her husband, making sure, or her man, making sure he's straight, he good, like having his back. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations. I mean, those are all good traits of a woman, I think. What you think?
Did you say something about kids? Her kids?
I said kids. You ain't hear me say kids?
What'd you say about the kids?
I said that's important. Kids are should be number one. Like a woman should take care of her kids. First and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that's an important trait. But it's times where we as women, we go through certain struggles. Cause I've been there. I went through struggles where, I have kids and it was hard. But I think as long as you try, that's important, right? Everybody's not perfect. I wasn't a perfect mother, but I tried to be the best that I could be. So I think that's very important, right? Mm-hmm. So, I think a woman that's, like I said, transparent. I think a lot of women out here also make it hard for us.
So what's the trait of a bad woman to you?
It's a trait of a bad woman. Why you ask me what a trait of a bad woman? I don't know what a trait of a bad woman.
I told you what the trait of a bad man is.
I don't know what a trait of a bad woman is.
A lot of black women like you don't know.
Why I gotta be black? Why I can't be Japanese?
Because I've only dealt with black women.
Japanese.
My community is black women. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about all those other nationalities. I know I deal with black women, mm-hmm. and I've been dealing with black women all my life, mm-hmm. and I can't speak for no other race.
Okay.
So I'm
currently
talking
question?
about. I told you the bad black man, so you tell me what's the trait of a bad black woman.
Oh, I think a trait of a bad black woman is one that's manipulative, deceiving, one that one that's not transparent, one that doesn't have self-love, because it's hard to love someone else if you don't love yourself. I think that's very important, and it takes a lot to learn that process. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women out here that, like you said before, where they don't have dads in their life and stuff like that, so they don't know what love is. So it's hard for them to be loved because they don't know what love is. So, you know, you have to learn how self-love for yourself. You know how that you're going to be messed up. Like, it's true. It's honest. I'll put that out there. But it's a process. It's not something that you're born with, unfortunately. I think it's women out here that, an example is women that mess with married men. Like, for some reason, they must not have self-love or self-esteem or whatever it is. I think that's just wrong. I'm not a person that would mess with a married man because I think I would be struck by lightning. So I wouldn't do it.
So look, the crazy part is,
and you know, you have to forgive me because I've been drinking this.
Oh, I mean, yeah. But the crazy part is, most women that blame their lives on men are the ones that have those issues. To be honest with you, because these women that's 100%. Not like, keep in mind when I say their issues, I'm not talking about direct stuff like the scar. If you got a broken jaw that got a screw in it because a nigga hit you in your jaw, that was his fault. If you got, like, if you're bankrupt, like I said, we ain't talking about those situations where a dude actually directly took your car and sold it for crack because he on crack, and now you blaming him for not having a car. Yes, it's his fault. I ain't talking about stuff like that. I'm talking about, like,
what if you were a man, he get your car stolen?
Yeah, something like that. That's his fault. But I'm talking about like these women that is with man, and when they met back up with the man told them, like, look, this is my friend right here, and me and her been talking. We still kind of talk, but she's a friend. And then the woman hear that, and they be like, well, I'm gonna get you back anyway. You know, be an ass. I'm gonna get you back anyway. Let all the girls know I'm coming to get you back. Like, she jumped in that boat. She jumped in that situation, thinking that everything is gonna flip. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how it goes. I'm talking about that woman.
Just say that again, because I just was looking at my phone. What did you just say?
I said, like, if an ex come back into a guy's life, and then when he come back into his life, like, he got a friend or a woman that he was talking to and all that, and then when he meet her, he tell her, like, this is my friend, or just somebody, and her whole demeanor is like it's a game. She's like, oh, I'm coming back for you, and I'm coming to get you. And then when she get back with the dude and deal with him, shit don't go how she thought it was gonna go. And then now she want to be miserable and upset about it. I'm talking about that woman.
Oh, well, I think like this. I think like a man should, first of all, if a man is doing that, I think that if a man is a single man, now if he's in a relationship, he can do what he wants, right? If he want a freaky deek and deeky deek, then he can do that, right? But put all that on the table. Like, my thing is this.
You said it backwards. You said you think you said it's single man. You said, but if a man in a relationship, he can do all that. You said he can freaky dick and all that. You said it backwards.
Oh yeah, I did say it backwards.
I'm with you. I got you.
It's just rose.
I got you.
Yeah, I got
right. You know I'm on top of it.
Oh, right. But I think that's I think sometimes men, like, you know, they really be like wanting to have that cake and eat it too. Like, they think like, okay, well, I understand that, but I think a lot of times men take advantage of how a woman loves them. I think a lot of men do that. Like, they take advantage of that. They know that this person loves them.
So let me ask you a question. If we speak on that situation, if you want a piece of cake, do you go buy it from the store? If you want a piece of cake, you go buy it from the store, right? Right? If you buy the cake and give it to that man, did he buy it or you bought it?
Say that again.
If you want a piece of cake, this is simple, A, B, and C. If you wanted a slice of cake right now, you go to the store and get it, right? If you bring it to a man, right? If you give him that cake, you bought it because you wanted to give it to him, right? So if he received the cake, he got it from you, right? So that wouldn't be the same as him wanting to have his cake and eat it too. If you gave him the cake, if you came back into his life and you came back to his life, and he told you, oh, this is my friend, such and such, such and such. If you chose to say, hold on, let me finish. If you chose to say, well, I'm coming back for you, and I'm going to still try to get you back and all that anyway, how is that him wanting his cake eaten too if you jump back into that boat? If he came at you, that's different. If he seen you at a store and say, oh, I ain't seen you in a minute, and then he say, well, let me connect. What's your number and all that? And he's like, all right, we're going to hook up, all right? And you're like, all right, and all that stuff. And then you talk to him, and then he mentioned her, and then you be like, so what you doing? You be like, bro, it's cool, though. Come on. And then he start back trying to fuck with you and get you. Then that'll be him wanting to have his cake and eat you. But not if you came back into it. If the woman willingly jumped back into his life knowing that the dude ex, is she still talking to her?
But it's just not the women doing everything. They together doing stuff together. Like
what woman doing everything?
Like it's not the woman just chase. Mm-hmm. It's like they having things together. Mm-hmm. So if they doing things
what's wrong
together,
with that?
ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't try to make it seem like it's all the women just chase. No.
No. What is the initial problem? You said a guy having his cake eating too, right? Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
Like he trying to have, you know how men have women.
So how is
and they have side chicks.
Okay, hold on.
And then
so let me tell you.
Married men have
okay, hold on.
And they have side chicks.
So hold on. How is he trying to do it? Is what I'm trying to get you to see. Mm-hmm. How is he trying to do it if the woman willingly jumped back in his life? Mm-hmm. That means
so
he's
the
not.
Man didn't want the woman at all.
It don't matter if he didn't.
Did the man want the woman
no,
too?
No, I'm saying it don't matter if she
it
jumped.
Do matter.
How if
did the man want the woman too?
Hold on. How if she jumped back into his
life?
But
he could have easily been like, no.
Okay, why would he? Because all I'm saying is, you said he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. Mm-hmm. How if she the one jump back in? That's like.
They jump. I think people are misunderstanding. That's just not one person. They did it collectively. They jumped.
Okay, even if they did it collectively, mm-hmm. right? If the woman knew about the other woman before, if the woman knew about the other woman initially before they collabed together, mm-hmm. and she still decided to collab together, mm-hmm. it can't be blamed on him that he want to have a cake.
If the man say what it is. If the man say, mm-hmm. we just friends, ain't no sex, ain't mm-hmm. no nothing, mm-hmm. ain't no this, ain't mm-hmm. no that, mm-hmm. then okay, mm-hmm. then that's fine. Mm-hmm. But if it's other signs that's saying other than what that man say, then that's an issue. The woman gonna have an issue.
Okay, but that's her fault.
But because
why would she even jump? First of all, why would she even jump back into the situation?
Because she loved the man.
Okay, so now you're making an excuse for the woman then. Mm-hmm. So guess what that meant? If she didn't love him, what? Right. If she didn't love the man, what she would have did?
She would have walked away, probably.
Right. Mm-hmm. So guess what that's telling me? Why she would have walked away?
Why are you doing that?
Huh?
Why are you doing that?
No. Why she would have walked away? Why does this keep cutting off? Why would she have walked away? Why would she have walked away?
Because they didn't have no history. If they had history.
No. You said love. You didn't say history. You said love.
Okay. Love.
If the man loved the woman, mm-hmm. and they loved each other, mm-hmm. The woman still loved the man. Mm-hmm. Why would she walk away? I mean, you're not explaining to me why she would walk away. If she didn't love the man, why would she walk away? Compared to her loving the man and she not walk away. What's the difference? Why would she walk away if she didn't love him? Just tell me that.
Why would she walk away
if she didn't love
him? She wouldn't.
No, in the situation with the man and the woman. Mm-hmm. And I said, why would she still want to jump in there? You said because she loves him. I said, but if she didn't love him, she would walk away. Mm-hmm. Why?
Because she don't want to be hurt.
Her how?
Why even put yourself in that situation? Because it's more people out in the sea.
Thank you. So you made my point. Mm-hmm. So she would walk away because she know the potential of him even dealing with another girl. Mm-hmm. She can't handle it. And she don't want to handle it.
Right. So with it.
Right. And she'll walk away. Mm-hmm. So, but by her loving him, she willingly allowed herself to jump in a situation she didn't want to. You just agreed she didn't want to because she didn't love him. She would have walked away. Mm-hmm. So she willingly jumped in a situation that she really didn't want to or knew that she might not be able to handle because she loved that dude still, right? So how can I be that guy's fault? Whatever comes from that, how can I be his fault? If you knew the story, how can I be his fault? If the woman knew the story, how can that be his fault at all?
Because how the story sometimes go, men I be like, it's nothing to it, it's not this, it's not that. But when a female see other things, right?
So if that's the case, why would the woman say, let all the girls you mess with know I'm coming back to get you?
I don't know why she said that.
Oh,
She's a
yeah.
fool for
Okay.
saying that. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why the hell she said that. She's crazy.
Okay.
I don't know why she said it. Any woman
Okay.
that would ever say that, you dumb.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right.
I don't know why a woman would say that.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
Walk. Run fast.
Yep. So that further makes my point when I say that's just one of the situations on how women try to blame stuff on men, and it's not the man's fault.
I mean, I think
It's
men
a woman
because
fault. A woman know point blank period, just like a man do. That if you ain't, it's some women out here that ain't even going. They not about drama. They don't like drama. Nothing. If they meet a person and know their situation, they definitely not about to jump back in
it's
because
a lot of women out here that make it hard for other women too. I think like some women they just make it hard.
How?
They just do.
How?
They just do.
How?
I think that some women just so do. They make it hard because men talk about women that cheat. They talk about women that do this. They talk about women that do that. But even though we do all that stuff, you still deal with us. And then they like to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna deal.
I agree with you. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying about y'all women.
I'm gonna deal with you.
Uh-huh.
But it's like that's like a narcissistic man, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, they all about themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't care about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell you they love you. They'll tell you this. They'll tell you that. But they all about themselves at the end of the day, which is okay. But if it hurts other people, then just, you know.
Just like that woman. I don't even remember her name. I don't even want to say her name right now because I don't even want to get her no praise on my page. But the woman that was on YouTube, the video you showed me about 3 or 4 months ago, the woman that was on going off on the man. When she was talking about either one nigga could fuck and the other one ain't got no money, either one, and she was dogging man. But if I can remember correctly, probably not to the T, but she had like 3 kids, if I can remember correctly, 3 or 4 kids. You on YouTube or whatever the source was, acting like a rat, cussing, showing your worst side. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even no dime piece. You ain't in the face or nothing like that. How can you say you want a nigga to bring something perfect to the table that can fuck, got the money, everything, and you ain't bringing nothing to the table? You got 3 or 4 kids, probably about 2 or 3 different baby daddies. You meeting a nigga, you want a perfect man, and he gotta get a pussy that's been rented by 4 or 5 different niggas. He got to deal with an ass that's been smacked by numerous niggas, and she probably done had her mouth on numerous men, and you think you about to get a nigga that's perfect, and you bringing slops to the table, you bringing trash to the table, probably the manager at McDonald's or something, or the manager at CVS or something, you making, and I'm not dogging nobody financially because, I'm not no millionaire. I'm about to say I ain't no millionaire, but I'm just saying in the sense of that situation. Probably she probably working at a little Walmart or something. Probably not bringing no money to the table for real. She probably, her sex game her walls probably feel like these, about as wide as these walls in here. You know what I'm saying? She probably, her sex game probably ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? Her body, her stomach, like, you know what I'm saying? So you talking all this junk, but you probably toe up from the flow up. And your demeanor is trash, as we can see on the live or whatever you was on. And you think you about to get a perfect man. That perfect man not gonna want you. If a perfect man exists out here, he's not going to want you. He's going to look straight past you. You're going to be on his coattail, trying to hold on to him. And you know what? I'm glad that I didn't react when I first seen that video. Especially what I was going to do. I was going to go in there and say her name and everything. You know what I'm saying? And the man probably would have been like, yeah, because the stuff I was going to say then, she wouldn't have had no comeback for me. Her comeback would have been some rat stuff, like probably just talking, like try to talk about me or try to say, because girl, if you don't stop talking about you want a nigga that can fuck, got money, and all that, trying to dog a black man, but ain't no black man gonna want you, ain't no white man gonna want you, ain't no Chinese man gonna want you. You not gonna get nowhere with that demeanor you got. Like But anyway, I just wanted to get that out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably know the video I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to get that out. And if the people do know it, and if the girl see it and she think I'm talking about her and she thinks she know it, then hit me up on here. You know what I'm saying? We could do a video. I'll invite her to the crib, to your house, to sit on your couch, and we can go at it. Because I'll make her feel like this. I'll make her feel like this sitting on this couch. So, just get that out there. This is my day. I wanted to just get,
I think you did a good job. I think you did a good job.
You did too. Thanks, partner. You did too. So, I kind of feel like it's going to be a part 2 of this. Probably because it's going to be a lot of outside opinions that want to feel like they got something to say. So, we're open to have guests on the show. So, I do feel like it's going to be a part 2 at some point to this. But we kind of pretty much touched on everything, I guess, that we wanted to. What about you? Did you? I'm sure after the video, we're going to think about stuff we should have said, could have said. It always happened like that. But up to this point, I feel like we kind of touched on a lot of stuff. So how you feel about that?
Yeah, I think we did pretty good.
Okay. So the bad news is, the good news is, as you can see, I'm working hard to get our videos to look more professional. Also, I'm working hard. I wanted to sound more professional. At this point right now, I don't know why, but my mic's acting up. So if this video sounds a little, if it sounds a little low budget, if the audio is low budget, just work. Just give me the time because I got to see what's going on with my mic, and the next video is gonna be together. But we're gonna work hard to bring y'all good videos from here on out. Hopefully you subscribed already. If you didn't subscribe, because it gets way better than this. It does. Share with your friends. Like, you know what I mean? Definitely comment. Definitely. I want comments from whoever. I don't care who it is. Comment. You know what I'm saying? If you have a platform already and you want to comment. We can go at it. You know what I'm saying? But until next time, hopefully you enjoyed the video. You still gonna say it, or how you feeling?
See you later.
Take care.